On YouTube, Skiddo313, Pokemon Showdown Goat in Training, and today I have a SSOU Isle of Armor match, Gen 8, with a team that I made from scratch, and it's a really cool team, and I've seen nothing like it on the ladder, so I wanted to go ahead and share it. So here's the team. It's basically it kind of has two modes. It's both a Sun team and a Trick Room team. So the first Pokemon I have is a great new addition to the game, is a Rocky Helmet Slowbro, and it has Trick Room and Teleport, and Psychic and Toxic. Trick Room plus Teleport is a great combo because it allows you to bring in your slower Trick Room sweeper without taking damage, which the next two Pokemon are my go-tos for that. So Torkoal, Choice Specs with Eruption, so you can set up the Trick Room, teleport into it so that Torkoal comes in with a full-powered 150 base-powered Eruption with the Choice Specs in the sun, does a ton of damage. Bring that in for free so that its Eruption is still at full power. It also has Weather Ball, Solar Beam, and Fire Blast. Fire Blast and Weather Ball are kind of it doesn't really matter which one you choose, but it really only needs 2 move slots: Eruption plus another fire move. Anyway, next Pokemon is Conkeldurr. Pretty standard Conkeldurr, but with close combat instead of Drain Punch. Since it'd be under Trick Room, it'll normally go first. It's pretty slow. And then I got a Trick Room setting Magearna. Magearna is such a versatile Pokemon that it can actually set up Trick Room and Volt Switch out to a sweeper, but it has a high enough special attack to where if it has a good matchup, it can get a couple of kills, raise the special attack with Soul Heart, and then actually sweep on its own. So it's kind of both a setter and a sweeper. So it's a great Pokemon for this team. And then the next Pokemon on this team is Manda Buzz. Just a good pivot because it can U-turn, and it can defog away any rocks that would get in the way of a Torkoal having a full-powered Eruption. And it has knockoff for Chansey, and that's a big one because Chansey can be a big problem for this team if Conkeldurr goes down. And the last Pokemon is Volcarona with the heavy-duty boots. So this is to kind of capitalize on the fact that there will be some sun on the playing field because of Torkoal. And Volcarona, just in general, is an amazing Pokemon with this set, with the heavy-duty boots and Quiver Dance. But it has Quiver Dance in the sun and then a Fire Blast that can really help it muscle through some softer checks like Keldeo. Dragapult. Dragapult does not want to take a +1 Fire Blast in the sun. So I'll get into the game. A little spoiler there. Okay, so I'm playing Halfling. And at this point, I was at 1600s on the ladder. I got this team as high as 1790, but I could not break into the 800s, unfortunately. Still working on that. So I went ahead and led Mandibuzz just in case he was going to lead Marowak. So I pivot out into Slowbro. And then my opponent goes to Magnezone. Magnezone's a big problem for my team because they don't have a ground type. Or even an electric resist. So I go for the Fire Blast. I realized Volcarona didn't have the best matchup in this game because of the Urshifu and the Marowak. So I go into Mandibuzz and knock out the Marowak and bring out the Magearna. So Rosie can't really touch Magearna, so I'll get a free Trick Room. But that Magnezone ends up being Spec, which does a lot. So for there, I went for the Focus Blast, but was caught in paralysis. That's okay. I'm able to bring in my Torkoal, who I actually nicknamed Sozin. So if anyone is an Avatar: The Last Airbender fan, you'll know why I nicknamed him Sozin. So there we go. So that Clef is really especially defensive. It only took 92% from that Eruption. So I was able to knock out or do a good amount to Hydreigon. Came into Mandibuzz to pivot out into my Conkeldurr. And there, I probably should have went for Facade to do more to Zamungus, but I really wanted to knock out the Hydreigon in case I was going to go for another Torkoal sweep. And here, I just kind of made a bad decision and being a little reckless with my Conkeldurr. But he decides to sack Clef and then regen with his Amoonguss, and then brings it back in. And at this point, it's not looking too great for me. So I decided to go to my Mandibuzz, see if I can wear down the Amoonguss. But he has Synthesis, which I did not see coming. Most Amoonguss are not running Synthesis, they're running Spore instead, but I don't think he was running Spore. So I go out into my Slowbro, kind of as a last-ditch effort. I didn't play very well this game up until this point, but I was able to get Trick Room up and bring in Torkoal and just go crazy again. So this is really, it's really satisfying to be able to set up these Torkoal sweeps because people don't see it coming, but this thing is very strong in the sun. So my opponent forfeits here, but what I would have done is I would have just gone in a Manda Buzz and then U-turned out, brought Torkoal back in, and just weatherballed because Torkoal could live any hit from Urshifu. But that's the game. I'm going to post probably 1 or 2 more matches with this team just because I really loved using it. I had some awesome replays. But thanks for watching. All right, peace.